Hi, welcome to my channel. Today, I guess for my first video, I will discuss, veganism, why I became vegan, and, growing up in a household that ate, eggs and cheese for breakfast, for lunch, it was a sandwich with lunch meat and cheese and mayonnaise, and dinner, was rice and beans and some type of meat. That's how I grew up. And I'm Ecuadorian, so it's that was pretty typical for our family. And growing up, I didn't like meat. I did not like the texture. I didn't like the taste. It just took forever for me to chew. So yeah, I used to be forced to eat my food every day. I couldn't leave the table until I finished every morsel of food, which was very hard for a little girl, especially a little girl that couldn't really chew her meat. But eventually I did, start liking the meats, and I mean, not never really been a big steak eater, but I grew a taste for chicken, and not grew a taste, but acquired a taste for chicken and certain things like that. I always kind of liked fish, so that wasn't really an issue. Pork, I would eat. So, but around high school, I started having a lot of stomach problems, and I didn't know what the problem was. I figured it was normal. So every now and then I would get these stomach aches that would have me just it would be on and off stomach aches, and when I would get it, I couldn't even talk, I couldn't breathe. It was just really bad. I just felt everything moving in my stomach, but very dense, not light. It was very heavy, just passing through my stomach. And I was also, I would go through constipation, and this would be like on and off from high school all the way to like maybe, well, until I became vegan. And I became vegan when I was 35. Wait, 34. Yeah, May 2014, I was 34. So, about like when I was 34, I had like a little health scare. Well, backtrack to I started changing the way I ate. So I became a vegetarian about maybe 8 years ago. Lasted 2 weeks. I ate a lot of bread, pasta. I gained a lot of weight. I just didn't do it right. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't do it right. After that, I ate normally, like chicken, whatever is considered normal. About 2 years ago, I decided, maybe I should just ditch the meat. So I became a pescatarian, and that lasted for about a year. And at first, I did feel better. I'm not gonna lie, I felt better. I felt a little bit more energized, but after a while, those stomach problems came back. It was just like, okay, you made this change. You need to take it a step further. It's like my higher self was telling me, you're in the right direction, but now you need to keep it moving. And it took for me to like have a little health scare. I felt like a little lump here, and right away I just knew that ditching all types of meat, whether it's fish, even cheese, dairy, just ditching that. I knew that I don't have to, I, I knew if I became a vegan that I wouldn't really have to worry about too many health issues. I knew that that was the answer. And it's not because like other people were telling me, I just knew in my heart that this was, eventually I would have to become a vegan to get, just just to get healthy, just to get rid of these stomach problems, because let me tell you, I've gone to so many doctors for my stomach and no one can help me. I've even had a colonoscopy done and they found nothing, and it was just, they never really told me to not stop eating meat, stop eating dairy. I've never heard that from a doctor. All these trials and tribulations trials and tribulations, all these, I guess, different diets that I've tried. I don't even know what I'm saying right now, but anyway. Oh gosh. Okay, so I had a health scare, and then I decided to just jump into veganism, and I actually jumped into veganism the day I had my first mammogram, and that's a scary thing. Whoever has had a mammogram, it's not an easy thing to do, and I just knew I needed to change. So I started off veganism as being like a junk food vegan, and that was okay. I mean, I still saw a lot of changes, like positive changes, but I knew I had to take it up another notch. So I got into, raw food, and I started, eating just a lot of fruits and vegetables and try to eat them at their most natural state. And that was great. And then I discovered Raw Till 4 because then the winter came and, I started missing my hot foods. So the Raw Till 4 thing worked really good for me. So here I am now. I'm still sticking with the whole Raw Till 4. Starting to get nice out. So I'll probably do like fully raw soon. And this has been the best decision that I've made, hands down. Best decision I've made. I just have less worry. I just have more energy. I'm just learning so much about food and different ways to cook it or to just prepare it. Like the list goes on. On top of that, I have such a strong connection now with. Well, I've always had a strong connection to the earth, but it's just doubled, and the animals and this whole animal cruelty, what's going on in these factory farms. It's just so sad, and the way our planet is being raped and on a constant basis. And I see all these people that could benefit so much from veganism, and I mean, this is my story. There's so much more to it. I pretty much just did this video really quick, but I'll discuss other things in other videos. But for now, this is it. This is why I became vegan, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much. Bye.